A friend recommended a show to me, and that show was Sherlock. And watching that show, watching that first episode, oh, that was the best decision I had ever made.
What does the fandom mean to me?
What does fandom mean to me?
What does fandom mean to me?
Fandom means family, that sense of togetherness and that sense of belonging and acceptance.
Fandom means community.
What does fandom mean to me?
What is fandom mean to me?
A fandom is a community of people who are fanatic about something. They love it, they get together, they share stories, they songs and gifs and blogs and art and all this amazing stuff, and they know that no one's going to call them a geek or a weirdo or a freak because everyone loves it and we're all in there together.
To me, fandom is a community made up of unique people, all with different talents, opinions, and ideas. Yet, despite our differences, we can still come together to enjoy something we all care about.
Fandom to me is community.
Fandom, to me, means family.
To me, fandom is family.
The Sherlock Fandom means I'm not the only one.
Fandom is finding out I'm not the only one.
To me, fandom means that I'm never celebrating by myself.
Fandom became kind of a family to me. They are the people I can relate to. They are nice and caring, and I met so many friends of mine because of fandom.
For me, a fandom is an automatic jumping off point for a potential friendship.
Should we say how we met?
Through Doodle Stream.
Yeah, live stream.
Live stream. Yeah, and that was last year.
That was last year,
yeah. And then one day I said, I'm in London, your art show's in London.
Yeah.
Can I come? Can I sleep at your house? And now she can't get rid of me.
Sherlock Fandom means friend, means inspiration. A place where we help each other.
Fandom means family, fandom means acceptance, and fandom means love.
In the fandom, I've met extraordinarily talented, knowledgeable, and kind people, and even become friends with some of them. Through the fandom, I met the most important person in my life, and for that I am immeasurably grateful.
The Sherlock Fandom is my family.
I'm very thankful to Sherlock and fandom because it gave me my best friends.
Fandom allows us to share our interest with one another and find common ground in subjects we love. We lift up the good and we support each other through tough times. Fandom is friendship. Fandom is family. Fandom is fantastic.
Fandom is a place of understanding and friendship.
Fandom is friendly people who are always there for you.
For me, fandom is a chance to meet new people, to come out of my shell. When I'm sitting there and I'm uncomfortable and I'm surrounded by people I don't know, the chance to say, hey, do you watch Sherlock? Offers me a rare opportunity to connect to people.
I get a lot of messages whenever I do the tea parties from people that are worried about going, saying that they're very shy, that they are apprehensive about meeting new people, and they don't know if they want to go. But they usually, luckily, they'll end up coming anyway, and they'll be shy at first, and it's obvious, which people are shy. But after about 30 minutes or so, you see everybody realizing that they're all here, all at these events, just for one reason, and that's to celebrate how amazing Sherlock is.
What does Sherlock means to me?
I never thought I would love a TV series so much.
It's like Christmas made into a TV show.
I felt as though I were running through London right beside Sherlock and John. It's a connection. It's about excitement.
BBC Sherlock surprised me in a good way so much that I was bursting at seams for wanting to share the joy with somebody.
Sherlock means the world to me, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Fandom is keeping me alive.
Basically, the series was something that made me undeniably happy, which was a really rare thing for me. I struggle with severe depression that had been basically untreated until really recently, and anxiety problems as well.
I was bullied a lot as a child, so I understand what it's like to feel separated from others.
In 2011, I was in a bad place. I was a mess at work. I wasn't keeping up with my master's classes, but I was finding it harder and harder to wake up in the morning. If I hadn't been so terrified of going back to the lab, I had a very specific plan. Like, I think you know what sort of plans I'm talking about. And I didn't know what was going on in my own head. Anyway, so one weekend, I came home, and Mom introduced me to Sherlock. And so for 90 minutes, life was brilliant.
The fandom was a place I escaped to when I was going through a tough time. Just a few hours each day, I could leave the troubles behind.
I just want to thank every cast and crew member of Sherlock for helping me, and they don't even know it. They don't even know that they're keeping me alive. Sherlock keeps me sane. Sherlock represents hope. It represents love. It represents care. Fandom represents family. I can go to any one of them and talk to them about anything, and they listen with an open ear. They don't judge. They're always there for me when others aren't. And that is why I'm a part of the Sherlock fandom.
There's this one thing. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your religion is, what sex you are, what gender. It doesn't matter. There's that one thing that always connects you, and that's fandom.
Fandom is a place where I feel free to express myself. It's a place where I feel like I won't be judged.
Fandom is something that can help people cope, and it gives people who have lost a lot of their passion and ambition, and it gives them something to look forward to.
In a sentence, I think it means that I can say the things I want to say and be the person I want to be with people that make me feel comfortable and make me feel safe, rather than trying to pretend to be something I'm not to please people I don't give a shit about.
It is lovely to have this group of people who are every bit as enthusiastic and energized by it as I am, and being able to share that enthusiasm and the love and the complete appreciation is fantastic.
One of my favorite things about fandom is that I can tell people, writers and artists and vidders, whoever, that I love their work. It's not an appreciation that happens behind glass. And then to have them come back and tell me in a low, kind of vaguely embarrassed voice that they really like my porn, it's pretty nice too.
Fandom is shared enthusiasm, shared language.
It's something that keeps me going, that keeps my mind racing.
We have writers in fandom who write better than many professional writers. We have artists who are better than some professional comic artists.
To read fan fiction and know that whoever wrote that fan fiction put all their heart into it just for the enjoyment of all of us in the fandom. I mean, I love it.
I write fan fictions. I'm happy for them, and I love them.
It's such an amazing place where you can always find something to read.
Sherlock was basically the reason that I started writing again. I felt motivated to write something as meaningful and as clever as the people that made the show had.
I write fic. Fandom is letting other people into the worlds I make in my head and my heart, and seeing what other people make from the same ingredients.
I want to watch everything, I want to read everything, I want to know everything, I want to know about all the theories, all the different actors, all the history behind Sherlock and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
This guy and John Watson are one of the biggest inspirations in my whole life. Just look at their friendship, it's so...
It hurts so good.
I love BBC Sherlock with all my heart.
Sherlock means love to me.
And I love that it came to be because Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss just loved the Conan Doyle stories so much and wanted to share it. And they have done that faultlessly. And the amount it was created from love and the amount of love that it has inspired in others is heartwarming.
And I really think that if there's two things that the world can always use more of, it's love and art, and fandoms create so much of both.
Fandom is my representation, my chance to get to know myself better.
I've discovered a plethora of creativity, whether it's from writing, artwork and design, music, and it's inspired me to create stuff myself.
It means so much to me. It's so much more than just this TV show that I watch every now and then. It's family, it's a community. We have artists and writers and musicians and all these incredible people, and it feels so amazing to be part of.
This fandom means the biggest and one of the truest families ever.
So happy to be a part of it. So thank you, Sherlock Fandom, and never stop being you yourself.
This year especially, I've gotten so many new friends through Tumblr, through the fandom. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being my friend and for everyone for being awesome.
I just love everything about Sherlock. Everyone in the Sherlock fandom is so nice and amazing, and they're so great.
I want to thank the entire fandom for everything. I want to thank Sherlock and the makers for practically saving me.
Sherlock and the fandom means so much to me. I might not be here if it wasn't for them at that time in my life, and so I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for everything.
Just the fact that this fandom has thrived for so many generations, it's such an amazing fandom to be a part of, and I'm just so proud and so honored to be able to see so much of it and so much good come from it, and that just means the world to me. So thank you so much, Sherlock Fandom, for everything that you've shown me, and I love you.
I am so proud of my fandom.
I'm proud to be part of this fandom and call it my home.
And Sherlock is the one that keeps me inspired, keeps me going with whatever is thrown at me.
I love being a fangirl.
I love you guys. You're still my division.
Thank you so much, because you've been there for me and it's been just absolutely brilliant. And I think no matter how old I get or where I end up going, I can always call 221B home.
What fandom means to me is friends, family, and home. Lots of love. Love, love, love.
The very first thing I ever said to my husband almost 20 years ago now was, "Do you really like Sherlock Holmes, or are you just wearing that shirt?" And he turned to look at me and said, "No, I really do like Sherlock Holmes." And I knew I'd brought my entire Sherlock Holmes collection to school with me, so I threw open the door to my room and said, "Come inside, you've got to see this." I didn't even know his name at the time.
Harlem Shake.